Nice. Oh, I forgot to restart. Hello again. More Skunkworks speed setting competition solving. On to matchup A, where we've got standard 10 lines, so splitting them up into segments, and then friendly cells, which I've had a quick look at how they've implemented them. So in this case, there's any friendly cell that sits on a 10 line, its value is increased by 1. So these might actually sum to like 9 or even 8 if they wanted to, which is interesting. So that could even, but I can't have 5 on it in these cases at least, can it? Yeah, so maybe, that can probably have a 5 though. I was hoping that had to be a 5 to get started. 9s are interesting in this box though, aren't they? Because they can't go anywhere on here or else you're too big, because 1's definitely friendly. And 9s similarly can't go on here. So that's got to be a 9. And now I can think about 5s, because 5s are not friendly. Like 4 or 5 isn't friendly in this box. So 8s. 8s would have to pair with either a 1 or a 2. 7 and... Well, actually the 1... Oh, because the 1 could sit over here, couldn't it? The 7... I'm just thinking this has got to have a... Or 1's got to have an 8, 1's got to have a 7, 1's got to have a 6 because of these 5s. So 7 would need a 2 or a 3. And the 6 would need a 3 or a 4. And... like, if that was 5 and 4, then the 3s would have to be down here. Other 2s could sit anywhere like that, couldn't they? Oh, but this obviously can't be 4 and 5 because that can't sum to 1. And then you can't sum to 10 on your own. Same, you can't have a 3 there. So I don't know where these are at the moment, but I know one of them's a 4-6 and another one is let's try that again, is a 3-7. Plus the fact that so what 7's on, and the 3s obviously can't go down here. So the 3-7's either there or there. The 4-6 doesn't mind where it goes. And if that was 2 and 8, then the 2s would have to go here or here. But that's all okay. And if either... but that could be a friendly too. Except it actually can't, can it? Because... what am I trying to say? Because then that sums to 8 already. Oh, I just got worried that that could be like a friendly 9 and make 10 on its own, but of course it can't. That's way... But that might have to keep an eye on that for something down here, perhaps. So, yeah, so that can't be a 2. And this sums to exactly 7 now, doesn't it? Which is interesting. So these are 1 and 2. Does that tell you anything else? Don't think so. Right, I'm going to remove these before I get confused and start thinking that I can pair these ones up. But 3 and 7 go somewhere up there. So I can get rid of some options, and I said that can't be a 2. The rest of them work. So along here, because that just straight up has to sum to 10. And isn't 7, 1, 2. If it had a 4, you could be a friendly 4. I was just thinking you'd have to be 4, 1, 5, but you don't necessarily. if you had a 2, because this needs one of 1 or 2, doesn't it? Yeah, that's like using up all of those. Fact, can I rule out like this being a 4, 6 perhaps? That leaves, oh no, that leaves 2 and 3. Yeah, no, that does break, that does break. So if that's a 4, 6, then that leaves 2 and 3 on this line, needs another 5. Oh, needs another 4 because the 2 is definitely friendly. The 3 is definitely not in that case. So that just doesn't work. So these are not 4 and 6. 4 and 6 go somewhere there or there. Yeah. And is it interesting at all how the 1s and 2s actually go? Don't think so. That can't be a 6. That's a small thing. So then it's a friendly 6. Oh, so if this doesn't have a 1, right, it would have to be 2, 3, 4. Because 2s would be friendly. But that's absolutely fine. But the interesting thing in that case is either that's got a 1 or this has got a 1. So that's definitely 5. Get rid of a 5 from here. So you're either 2, 3, 4, or if you have a 1, then because the 1's not friendly, we need another 9. Do you have to be 1, 3, 6? Surely. Yeah. So we always have a 3 as well, which is nice. That gives you a 3, 7 at the top, 4, 6 at the bottom. No? That's not. Yeah, that is true. Because I said this can't be the 3, 6. That still can't be 2. Nice. To the one I do here. So the 1, 2, 3, and 5. That certainly can't be 9 or 8, because this is quite restricted. Are either of those friendly? That can't be a 7, that would be friendly. That was a friendly 3. It's acting as a 4. Yeah, that's good. This is never friendly, is it? So that's always even. So this has to be friendly, so it has to be a 3 and a 6. Nice. I'm enjoying this one. So I said that has to be, because it's not 1, 1, 3, 6. That's got to be 2, 3, 4. Gets you all of those. And the 4 isn't friendly either. So that's definitely a 3. Leaving 9 and 7. 7 and 9 down here with 5 and 8. Cool. Nice progress. Oh, so this is a case where you can be 9 on its own as a friendly 10. And then here you can sum to 10. Probably these next. Because, yeah, the whole thing's got a sum to 10. You can't break it down to less than that. So that's got a minimum of 3. Interestingly, that is a minimum value of 5 because the 4 is friendly. So these can be what, at most 4? Yeah, I think so. Getting rid of a 2 because of that 2. There's a 2, another 2 next to it. This can be. Oh no, neither of these are 2s. So yeah, so that can't be. And that can't be 7 either, can it? Because that's got a minimum of 4. So. And similarly, the 4 is friendly here. So you get the exact same setup. That the 4 has a minimum of 5. So 6 needs 1 and 3. I think. And couldn't have a 3 here. In fact, yeah. 6. That's 1, 3. Oh, that can't be 6. So that's friendly. So that is 4 and 5. And 5 has a value of 6 as well, of course, doesn't it? 5 has a value of 6 and needs 4 more. So again, that would have to be 1 and 3. And of course, yeah, well, you got an X-Wing and 1s, haven't you? 7, 9 from that. So if this was 4 and 5, that's way too much, isn't it? Because that 5 is acting as a 6. And that's the same here. The 5 is acting as a 6. So those can't be 4s. Get a 1-3 pair there. So if this was another 1-3 pair, right? I'm assuming it's not true. I always get confused if that is a legitimate uniqueness. But if they were a 1-3 pair, oh, this is interesting, isn't it? Because the 3s are friendly in here. In fact, let's do a total. That's 4 minimum. That is if they're 4 and 5, but 4 and 6 have the same. That's 11, so that's 14. Wait, how? 11? 15. Because the 4 is acting as a 5, and the 5 or 6 act as a 6 here. Yeah. So minimum of 11, 15, and then either that's 1, 4. Oh, which can't work because that's way too much. So that has does have to be 1, 3. Interesting. Because 1, 4, because we're in box 4. 6, 10. It's too much. And you've always got to have a 4 to get small enough. How the hell? So we sort. Oh, it's no. No, I am confused. Let me just double check that. Everything's looking okay. But dubious. Right, I'll continue. See what happens. So doesn't that straight up just have? No, I've broken that, haven't I? No, that's fine. That straight up has to be 4, 6, or else it's getting too big, isn't it? And then that does have to be a friendly 9. Nice. I'm pleased that was used. Oh, it's because of which one picks up the higher digit. Right, whichever one's got the 4 gets the 3 over here. That's really cool. I like that. 4, 6, and 9, certainly not an 8. And I know, like, straight up these sum to 10, don't they? Because again, you're not doing that trick. That can't be 7, because then the 1 would add too much. Oh, and in fact, 7 is 8. This box. So you're either 2, 3, 5 without a friendly 2, or you're 1, 3, 5 and a friendly 1. Because the 3s and 5s aren't friendly here, are they? So you're either friendly 1, or you're unfriendly 2, aren't you? Yeah. Cool. Nice. These look likely to do something, because that's certainly a 9. And should I just fill out what we got? Have a think about it. That can't be 8, because it will be 8 and 2, and then 2's friendly. So... Oh yeah, so in fact, because one needs a 2 and the other one needs a 4, the 2 will either pair with an 8 in this column, or with 7 in this column, and the 4, which is friendly, always just pairs with a 5. So get a 6 up here. And can't have a friendly 5, so the 4 goes here. So that's a 4, which needs the friendly 1, 3 like that. Sixes and fours, 4s and 5s. So this is 4, 5. And this is a friendly 2, 7. 7 and 3, 5 there. Is that not that? Oh, yeah, no, it is. Of course it is, isn't it? Because, oh, no, it can be either way. Interesting. So that's either 5, 2, 3, or 5, 3 and a friendly 1. Let's carry on. Oh, this is 8, isn't it? Of course. So 8s are somewhere there. That's not a 4. This cell B. Certainly not 9, 8, or 7. If it was a 5, that would be a friendly 5. That's way too big. This is 2 and has a value of 2. So that needs a value of 8. So it has to just be 8 on its own. 2, but 7 and 2. 4, 5, and 7. This cell. That's just a normal 1 or 3. So that could be 8, couldn't it? Can't be 5 because that's a friendly 5. And 6 is a friendly 6. That also works. Oh, also 5's here. Yeah, interesting. Have we got a... Yeah, surely that's a 5, 6, 7, 9. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 down here. This cell. 2, 3, 4, 7. Or 5. Yeah. 2, 4, 5, 8, 7, 6, and 3s. Interesting. This line, maybe? Let's finish doing these a bit. So this is always acting as at least a 7 because the 6 is friendly. So that's not 4. And oh, that could be a friendly 9 on its own. I was going to say you have to pair these two, but that could be a triple. So if that's 9, it would be 9 and 1. And then that has a value of 7, so that would be a 3. But that's okay, I think. So most of 4 is the 6. No, the 6 isn't necessarily friendly. That's certainly not a 9. It's not an 8 either, because an 8 is a 9. In that case, 8s, 8s, 5s and 6s, 7s and 9s, 5s and 8s. So if that was a 2, yeah, that's just got to be 6, 4 as a pair there. Probably mark the 10 lines on this one. If that's an 8, it's a 9, and that would be a 1, which doesn't work because of this cell. That's cool. So that's 5 and 8, which gives you an 8 here, 8 and 1. Through the 4s, 2, 4 at the top. And, oh, that's a friendly 5. So that acts as a 6. And so you've got to have a 1. None of these are friendly. So you could be 1, 3. You could also be 1, 2 with another 1. that would imply that that can't be a 2. So that would be 2. Oh, but this one 2. So that doesn't work, does it? So that does have to be 1 and... Whoa. 1 and 3 with 2 here. So that can't be 9. This has a value of 7. This is cool. So therefore that's 1 and 9 like that. So those 3 sum to 10, and that's a 10 on its own. That's got us to 10. So these 3 have got to sum to 10 somehow. Oops. Threes. Whoa, don't want to do that. 3's at the top here. This 3. What are these cells? 1 and 8. And I was about to like, why have you got a 10 line when you know what the digits are? But that's because that one's got to be a friendly 8, doesn't it? 6, 9, 7, 9, like that. So there's 1 and 2 at the top. 3, 5, and 7. That can't be 3, 7 because I said these some. No. Yeah. So this has got to be 7, 4, 5 like that. That's 3, 5, 3, 1. And what are you left with those cells? There's a 7. There's a 6. That works. None of those are friendly. This has got to be a 6, 9, which then finishes, off the grid. That was awesome. Really enjoyed that. That was a very good take on the pair of rules. It's a bit hard to do with like friendly cells where it's just a cell that is a certain thing. But I rather like that. A nice flow going through the grid and whatnot. And not too ridiculous maths. But very nice. Right, on to 8b. So same thing for 10 lines, but in this case, the finished grid has to contain a minimum number of friendly cells, which is 15. And each line contains exactly 1 friendly cell. And I should know. Oh, contains exactly 1 friendly cell. I didn't properly actually read that. That is interesting, isn't it? Pair of 5s off the bat. And of course, this has to be like a 1, 9. Yeah, 1, 9, 2, etc., doesn't it? 1, 9, 2, 8, 3, 7, 4, 6. It's like the 3s couldn't go at the bottom here. The 2s can't go anywhere there. Yeah, what was I going to say? I've done puzzles where it's the maximum number of friendly cells, which I think is 27 off the top of my head. But not that I can remember what the patterns for each of them look like, so I'm going to have to think about that. So, because you've got friendly in every row and column. Certainly not the case that you just have to go down the diagonals. Well, hopefully not because of these 5s. So so 27 in total, isn't it? If you're just counting each one individually, 1 from each row, 1 from each column, 1 for each box. So surely that has to be a 1. Because if you're thinking about where all the friendly 1s can go, if it's not a 1, then you've added an extra friendly cell, haven't you? Yeah. So that's definitely a 1, 9 pair. That's not allowed to be 3, 7 because then the 3 is friendly. That's also not allowed to be 3, 7 because then the 3 is friendly. So the 3, 7 sits there. That's not 2 and 8 like that. That's not 2 and 8 like that. Interesting. Got a friendly 1, and then hopefully the rest of those unfriendly. And it's the same for the 9, surely, isn't it? Yeah, if I have a 9 here, I've got to have another friendly 9. So that's definitely 9. And that's going to do the same thing. Not 1s, 5s, and 9s. This can't be 8 and 2. That can't be 7 and 3. That can't be 7 and 3. The 7 and 3 sits there. This can't be 8 and 2. Nice. And a 5's also special? Does that have to be a 5? I feel like it should be. Because it's like, wherever the box... Because if that's not a 5, then you get a 5 in this row and a 5 in that row. Yeah. But I should be... And the thing is... So the thing I was getting confused about was why, like, this doesn't have to be a 2. If I think about why this doesn't have to be a 4, yes, you've used up both of those 4s, but you get a 4 over here. So you either have a 4 there, or these two have to pair up as a 4. Like, the 4s go up there, and then the 4 in this column goes basically wherever it wants. So the 2s in this case have to go in this box to make sure they pair up. And similarly for the 3s, we've got to drop down here. So that can't sum to 10 anymore because it would have to be 2, 3, 5. So that's a sum to 10, and then these sum to 10. And again, they're not 2, 3, 5, so they need a 1, which sits here. And this sums to 9. It's not 3, 6. That's not friendly. So what would be friendly here? It's not 3, 7, is it? Oh, none. Oh, no, that could be a friendly 8. Huh. That's 8 and 2. That's therefore 4 and 5. Or if this is 4 and 6, then because neither of those are friendly, that would have to be 2, 7 with a 2 here to be friendly. So you can tidy that up a bit more. Oh, but pencil marking 2s and then ignoring them. 2s and 8s there. This can't be a 2, 8 anymore. That's 8 and 2 like that, 2 and 8 like that. That is our friendly 8. It's on this thingamajig. So our second friendly 8 has to pair up both in its box and in its row. So these are 8s. Putting 8s down here, which is interesting. Surely that can't be 8, can it? No. Because how do you make a 10 around it that leaves enough for another 10? Oops, it's not 8. 8 and 2 like that. This, again, needs a 1, and then this sums to 7, which only works with 4 and 5. We can do that. 4 and 6. And luckily, we have a single friendly cell. 3, 6, 7, 3, 6, 7, and 9. That can't be 9 because of the 1, 2. But 3, 1 just about works still. 1, 5, and 7, that looks like. 3, 4, 6, 2, oops, 2, 8, and 9. No, that's not friendly, is it? But that's a friendly 7. That's a friendly 3. Yeah. Friendly 8s, friendly 9s. Nice. What are these? 8, 9, and 2. So that could be 9. That can't be... Oh, it can be 8 with a pair of 1s. Oh, that could be a friendly 4. 3, 6, 7. 2, 7, 8, 9. 3, 6, 7, 9. Oh, that's a naked single. Ah, interesting. Oh, 7, yeah, 7's are up there. 1, 4, and 5. Whole lot of pairs and whatnot. There's a friendly 7, so that's nice. We got a friendly 3 somewhere here. That's got to be 3, so that's therefore 1. None of those are friendly. That's a sum to 10. Let's mark these ones off. Twos, 4s, 8s, 3, 9s now done. 5, 6, 7, 9. I was hoping the 5 would do something there. So this can't. So this has got to be the sum to 10 now at that point, and this is now friendly. So this is not friendly. That's 4 in its box and... Oh no, hang on. Oh yeah. So this is 4 in its box that isn't a row column. So now we do have to have a 4 here in order to be not too many friendly 4s. They're just too mean. So 1, 2, or 3. Surely that can't be 1. No. In fact, if it's 1 or 2, it just doesn't work straight out, does it? So that's 3, and then these 3 sum to 10. I forgot what I was summing to in the 10 time puzzle. 9s, yeah. Rest of those looking okay, that's friendly. Neither of those are friendly. So this is at most a 6, not a 3, 4, or 5. If it were a 6, these sum to 10. That's not possible at all. So, wow, that's got a sum to 10 total. So that's got to be a 2, hasn't it? They sum to 6, they sum to 4. That works with 1 and 3. Good. 2s and 8s, that's a friendly 8. 3s, I was about to do. Try and pencil mark that as a 3. Not how that works. 6s and 3s. Not a 4, so that's 7, 7, 6, 6, 7. 2, 6, 8, 8. 2s. I was not seeing that. 2s and 8s. Nice. Right, let's make sure I finish the colouring. Let's do 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s, and 9s, 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s, and 9s, 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s, and 9s. Lovely. Yeah, another good take on that. I like the min maximum of friendly cells. That's always interesting how they've got to be laid out, and how once you like see some cells, then others get forced quite quickly and whatnot. So that's always good, and the interactions with having one on forcing one on the lines and whatnot was fun. Another good combination of the rules. Yeah, both good puzzles. Both had nice flow, nice logic. I think my vote is going to go to this 8A. I just particularly liked it changing the value and how that affected some stuff, and like with the 1s and 2s in here always acting as a 2 and whatnot. And this little play was great fun. Really enjoyed that, and like especially things with the 9s. That was very cool logic. And this, yeah, I mean they both had good flow. It was a bit fill stuff in rather than get to properly explore the logic in a couple of these boxes. is another thing I'd sort of say about this second one. But yeah, good luck to whichever of you does make it through. Thank you very much for the puzzles, and I hope you enjoyed watching. Catch y'all sometime later.